bum,
Dun,
ba-dum,
dun,
bum,
dun,
bum,
dun,
ba-dum,
dun,
ba-dum,
dun,
bum,
dun, dun, dun,
ba-dum, bum,
dun,
bum,
dun, dun,
ba-dum, bum,
dun.
bum.
Kilted
Kilted
balls.
balls.
Woo!
Woo!
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
that was
one
a
was
good one.
good. Nice. Hey, welcome back to another episode of the Kilted Balls podcast. Welcome.
Yes, great to be here.
Heck
How are you
yeah.
doing?
Doing good, doing good. The market was green, right?
The market was
So-
green today.
Yeah, it's always nice when the market's green.
It makes things much easier.
So speaking of it being green, you've been doing your day trading. How- Good, bad? It's been a week.
Fairly, I would say it's more swing trading.
Okay.
So, yes,
What's the difference between, we asked this last time, what's swing trading and day trading?
I would say swing trade. I would call it more swing trading because it's not necessarily in one day. It might be over 3 or 4 days, before the trade gets to where I want it to get. And I would say overall, I've been very happy with it and doing at least what Townstar is doing every day. So I guess if I consider myself a professional gamer, I'm also a professional trader.
You're a professional trader and a professional gamer.
I did have a few days where there were zeros. I just didn't make any trades. But today I cashed out 2 of them, one for 1,000 and then another one for was 260. So I was pretty happy with that.
Yeah, that's not bad. Not
and
bad
I did
at
my
all.
first, and I guess it's technically a leverage trade, but on KuCoin, they have tokens that you can buy that are tied to specific ones. And it's like the what I have, I had the AXI, the AXS 3L. So it's a 3x long. And that was the one that I had. I could have waited longer, but it, like, right after I bought it, it dipped a little bit, and then it came back up to where it was like on the single trade, it was $80 something. So with the 3x, like I said, it was just under 300. So I was super happy
Just
about
under.
that.
Yeah, I haven't been doing any trading because it's still my busy season, but I'm very jealous and very excited watching you. I'm excited watching my stuff be green a little bit, though my algo is not green, but I got my algo ran for the long haul, not for
exactly
trading. So, it's sitting right at where I bought it, which I'm like, okay, my gala is still doubled. So I'm like, yay for that. So
and I haven't been horsing around with all my stuff. I have just a set amount of money that I've been messing with.
Well, and that's what I really like. I'm super jealous because that's what I want to do, right? So I've been sitting here itching, going, all right, I want to play too. I want to play, but I don't get to play right now.
I think it's gonna be really fun once you're ready.
Yeah, well, I'm thinking I'm just gonna copy you at the start.
I would say expect. Well, once school ends, it's going to be a little bit different. As far as I would really, really suggest listening to Lifer from, if you can live. If not, you can go back and look at everything. But the 10 to noon for me has been huge, just being part of it and listening and seeing things. And sometimes, never financial advice, but people will point out some things, or he'll point out something. That's where I've, today I actually took the beginner's course. So learning to read the charts a bit better and to, some of the things that he talks about, because some of the words I had no idea what they were and I didn't look them up. But now
what's the name of the podcast for our listeners? Because you kind of cut out on me.
Crypto Lifer.
So if you want to check out what he's listening to, it's helping him with his swing trade day trading. It is Crypto Lifer.
Yep, he's on YouTube every single day.
That's amazing.
Yep. I think he said today he's like 390 days in, and he took a day off, and then he had 100 and something before that. So he's pretty serious.
That's pretty serious.
He wants us really to learn what he's doing.
How long is an episode?
Those are 2 hours. He tends to go from 10 to 12.
Wow.
So the first hour, he'll talk about news. He talks about Bitcoin, what's going on with Bitcoin. He usually looks at the Dow, looks at the dollar, some other things, and just talks about what's going on. And then the second hour tends to be if people like to send in super chats, which is like $2 up to whatever you want to send them. And then they ask for a a coin for him to do a deep dive on, and he will, or a token.
Nice.
So yeah, and that tends to be the second hour, and him just, talking and telling stories.
Well, speaking about Bitcoin, we are now doing, oh, that's weird. We're now doing our monthly, right, payouts. So we don't get paid out till the end of the month, but we had a good day today. It found
Awesome.
a ton of blocks today,
Oh,
and
that's super cool.
we're already right now past where we normally are. So each of us has 0.0147 in our accounts,
Awesome.
and that's not even counting all the unconfirmed. So the miners are still doing good. It's interesting. I just pulled this up. I haven't pulled it up all day, and we had a dip in here right around 9 a.m. One of our workers must have gone offline for a second.
Oh, wow. Interesting.
Yeah. So somewhere between 9 and 10. I wonder which worker it was. But yeah, so for people who've been kind of paying attention, we've been our miners are still going, and our miners are still mining, right? So that's exciting.
Yeah, that's super cool. And one thing, talking about just the passive income of the Bitcoin that we're getting, and this also has to do with the news story, but Looks, and we've talked about the LooksRare on here, and
Yes,
and they're competing with OpenSea. So there was a huge backlash. I guess some of the developers, they decided to take some money out. So what happens with the Looks? You stake it, and when you're doing trades on the LooksRare, you're earning Looks tokens. You also earn Looks tokens by staking, and you earn wrapped ETH.
okay.
So they had cashed out some of their wrapped ETH. And then, the market's been falling anyways, but I don't know if that affected the price of Looks, but it dropped quite a bit as well.
Oh, wow.
So anyways, I do have some Looks staked. I sold my original Looks, and I believe I bought Gala or Town, but I'd have to look back exactly. But anyways, I bought back in, and I've been staking it, and I'm, I think, 2 weeks in now. I'd have to look back exactly, but earlier today, because actually I just staked some more, I had like $700 in wrapped ETH. So it was, I think, 0.02. So I don't know. I mean, I think people are still going to use the platform, but a lot of people were upset at the developers, and they were, I guess they got on Twitter and like, hey, like, we've got all these people working, and we never said we weren't going to cash out some. We got development money and stuff like that, but it's on sale right now. I was happy about that, and I think for the long term, people aren't super excited about OpenSea, although it's a giant. So you never know what's going to happen. But just having that wrapped ETH coming back, I think, is super cool.
Yeah, that's awesome. Especially with the LooksRare. By the way, it was your machines, it looks like, that stopped working for an hour or so.
Was it for the whole hour?
It was, let me look again. I stopped looking. It says that they went offline at 8:55. And they came back online around 10:30, I think it said.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so I don't know what happened. So warehouse 1 and warehouse 2 both went down.
That's weird, because when did I get there? Oh, I had my dentist appointment this morning. But yeah, they were running when I got there. So
weird. I wonder what happened.
Yeah, that's really wild.
Yeah, only for a bit. So it only affected maybe one block, I think.
Oh man.
Let me see if it made a big difference. So the less miners, people, obviously you make less. So if I go back in time, what did I say that was, around 8 o'clock? So there's 8 o'clock. It was barely a blip, right?
Was it?
So the block before it was 2147. That block was 20512, and the block after it was 22270.
Okay.
So, just about 2/10,000ths of a Bitcoin difference.
Okay. So there must have been some sort of glitch out there. To look.
Yeah, some glitch. Maybe it lost power for a little bit, or internet. Who knows? Who knows? But anyway, a token I wanted to research, and I asked you about this just briefly, but our last episode, we talked about sweeping the Yeti floor. And so we had a whole bunch of Yetis who watched the episode. So thank you, Yetis, for
awesome.
coming out
Thank you.
and joining us. And they tweeted about the episode and about us sweeping the floor. So that was really cool. But I followed a few of them back, and one of them was the Crypto Sisters. And all they talk about is the milk token. And so I was like,
okay,
the milk token. I've kind of been watching a little bit, but with no research or anything, I'm not buying. Right. So
yeah,
that's why I was like, oh, I wonder if we've heard of this milk token, but it's brand new. So.
Okay, because you were asking me about that the other day, and I wasn't sure like what you were asking. I'm like, I've never heard of this, but I have to look that up.
Yeah, it's brand new, and who knows what it's going to do. Or like I said, I've done zilch research, but because I followed a few people, it's been blowing up my feed. Right?
Okay.
You know how that happens.
Yep.
So all I keep seeing is people going, buy milk, it's going to the moon. Buy milk, it's going to the moon. And I'm like, yeah, it's going to the moon because you're getting everybody to buy it. So is it too late to buy it? Is it right on time? I don't know.
I'll have to use some of my new technical analysis skills and let you know.
I don't know if you'll be able to because it's like a week old, right?
Yeah, that's true. Well, you can get it down to the 1 second. Like it's crazy what you can look at.
That's funny.
Because it's actually you should write this down. And anyone who wants to do a little bit more research, just tradingview.com. You can put anything on there and they have all the charts for it and everything. But I'll teach you how to do some more of the stuff. But you can get a lot of interest. You can see a lot of interesting stuff there, which I've been looking at it a bit even before I took the class.
Tradingview.com.
I believe it's .com. Yeah, TradingView. Comes right up.
Nice.
But something I thought was funny, I saw the article, I almost sent it to you today, but it said that Warren Buffett bought into a company that's big in Bitcoin in Brazil and sold some of his Visa and MasterCard stocks. Buffett,
who said he would never ever buy Bitcoin, that guy?
Well, he didn't actually buy a Bitcoin, but the company he bought into, they're giant in Bitcoin. Unless he's trying to stifle Bitcoin in Brazil, you never know.
Speaking of, you found out the other day, and did they release it publicly? Because it didn't blow up my news feed. Did inflation hit 7%?
That's what I heard that from two different places. They said it was, one person said 7 and one person said it was 7.5. But the secret meeting, nothing came out of it. They just called an emergency. The Fed called an emergency meeting, and they didn't say anything. So and a lot of people.
Did you see Canada starting to ban a little bit of, not banning it, but a little feisty Bitcoin?
Yeah, well, it has to do with the truckers.
It has to do with the truckers.
Yeah, I was going to say we were talking about that on here, right?
No, I don't think so. Were we?
I thought we talked about it. Maybe we didn't, because they had the I guess something about the Canadian truckers, and then there was a GoFundMe or something like that, and they raised all this money, but then the company, the people, and if it's not GoFundMe, if it's one of those other places, I don't remember exactly,
right.
But they decided they weren't going to send them the millions of dollars, so people started sending them Bitcoin.
And so the Canadian was like, you can't Bitcoin for all this stuff anymore.
Yeah, I guess so.
Oh, that's funny, because I mean, that's right. If the currency gives you that power, the government doesn't want you to have that power, right?
That's a huge thing. That's
a huge thing. Not that I'm like in support of those truckers, right? We live in Michigan, which means we're at that border crossing. So that kind of is a dick move. And the big dick move about that, just as an aside, is it's an American billionaire taking advantage of those truckers, right?
Okay, I don't know. Honestly, I thought it was the truckers were revolting because they had to get vaccinated.
Yeah. So what it was yes, that's what they are.
Okay.
But it wasn't their idea.
Oh, I see.
like I mean, Like, yes, that's the thing, but it's more like me coming to you and being like, don't you really hate it when the government does this? Wouldn't you like to show them by doing this?
Oh,
What if I helped fund you by giving you this? Right. And so,
okay.
like, they needed somebody who was going to be mad about it. So they've been trying to find somebody for years, not
Mm-hmm.
years, but like
Yeah,
a year or two
2
to get
years.
somebody, and nobody would do it. And then they found some fertile ground for the propaganda. And, then they just kept running it, right? It's
Okay.
similar to what happened with the Tea Party, right? So
Yeah.
I know we're getting a little political, sorry, friends, but like the Tea Party, right? That was the Koch brothers and the billionaires. And they're like, oh my gosh, these people who live in trailer parks, we can get them to not want to pay taxes that they're already not paying. And if we like feed them all this information, they'll be like super bitter about it and vote Tea Party people, and that'll reduce our corporate taxes, which is exactly what it did. And then they're like, wait a second, we're not getting any social services anymore. Yep, that's actually how taxes work. So
That's how it works.
dang it, no more government cheese for me.
Government cheese does rule.
It does rule. Oh my gosh. So yeah, so said there. To get back on a lighter note, non-political, because that's just funny stuff. But look at what I found in my wallet. Let me share my screen, people, and Kilted can describe it to you all.
That is awesome. How come I didn't get one? So it is a Nails Uncaged 8.1 Uncaged.
It's 8.1 Uncaged.
And he looks painted.
Yeah, so this
super
is
awesome. It's beautiful.
This is a collab with the Simple Cat. So I don't know if you've ever looked at Simple Cat.
Mm-mm.
So this is a collab with the Simple Cat, right? So that's pretty cool.
Is the Simple Cat's artwork similar to what if you check on YouTube or check Ballbuster's wallet, you can see it, or Twitter.
Yeah, no,
I did see
nope, I don't think it is at all.
Oh, okay, even better.
Simple Cat is very simple, right? So
Okay.
Simple Cat's an NFT, one of the 10,000s.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
and they're doing
it's
fine.
awesome.
Yeah, it's super awesome. And it was only dropped into like a handful of wallets.
Okay.
Right. And they sent out like message on the Discord. Like, I don't know if it was a secret channel or whatever, but they said, hey, we're doing a collab. You people get this drop. Check and confirm your wallet address, and I checked and confirmed it. And then
Nice.
didn't think about it. And then I like opened up my wallet the other day and I was like, oh, this is there. And I was like, yes, because I just think it is awesome. Very colorful, very rainbowish.
Mhm.
But I think that's a super cool nails, don't you?
Yeah, it is super cool. Well, it's super colorful and rainbowish in the front, but the background is more like it's still colorful, but it's definitely darker color.
Oh,
so
yes,
it's a
yes.
great contrast.
It is just gorgeous, gorgeous contrast. It might be one of my favorite nails, right?
It's pretty awesome.
It's pretty amazing, pretty amazing. So yeah, that was a collab with Simple Cat, and it just turned out fantastic. And again, it's one of those ways that people, the 8.1, give back to their community, right? So
no essay on there that I saw though.
No, because it's not 8.1 who did it. It's a collab.
Okay, just make
right
sure.
With Simple Cat NFT. So if you wonder about Simple Cat, right, you can go and look at their NFTs. So Simple Cat NFT.
But that's super awesome.
Here, I won't make you look it up. I will just let you look at what a Simple Cat NFT is. So we'll throw that on the screen. Yeah, that's Simple Cat NFT. Here's some pictures up top. Boop, right.
Okay. Oh, that one kind of looks like it.
That one looks the far left, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if you're listening, sorry, but the basic Simple Cat is just a line drawing of a cat standing on 2 feet. right? But
See,
there's a
these
few
are
other
different. I
colored
must have
ones.
done something different. Simple Cat. Did I find something different?
Simple Cat NFT is the thing.
Oh, see, I just found Simple Cat. Simple Cat
So.
NFT is slightly different.
But again, pretty amazing, I thought, and the nails was super awesome. But yeah, that was super exciting. I was geeked. I was about it. So.
That's super cool.
But that's that community. Always, like I said, always giving back, always pushing. So again, another community that I really like is that 8.1 community.
Yeah,
so
they are super cool.
They are pretty darn awesome. Pretty darn awesome. So anyway, we will wrap up this episode. We're going to catch more from Kilted later on his day trading. Hope to hear more great success with him. I'm excited to see what happens if we had a little bit of a bear, but we haven't had a bear yet to check it because we had a bear for like a day, right?
It's soon. Oh, I thought you meant a bear in our wallets.
No.
Yes.
That should be soon.
That's real soon. I listened to that first town meeting. But yes.
Yay. And that'll be awesome. But yeah, so hopefully yours keeps going. By the way, those Simple Cat NFTs, I noticed there's one for sale right now. Oh, it says there were 26 owners, 50 of them total, and there's one on sale right now for 0.99.
Wow.
Only one, and it expires in an hour.
That's pretty crazy.
Yeah, that's I don't know if anybody's sold any actually, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, first off, who would sell any? I think this person just threw it on there just to see
what they could get.
Yeah.
Well, awesome.
Because most of those collabs people keep because they're collabs. So, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
But anyway, we're getting a little bit off topic. So thank you guys for joining us today. And we will keep you informed about our progress in our mining and our swing trading, and of course the 8.1, since that's a pretty big deal to us. So thank you for joining us, and this is Ballbuster signing off.
Kilted Dragon Jerry, love you all.